love, I did it for respect. I did it for cash money, I did it for a check. I did it as a favor, did it for the flavor. Always went all out, and never did I waver. Look at my behavior.
Hey everyone, my name is Nick Pavlak, and I'd like to talk to you today about DidLog, the world's first product that automatically tracks what you accomplish during the day. The modern workforce is changing. Nowadays, teams need to be kept constantly in sync and up to date on what everyone on the team is doing. This problem is complicated by the fact that 80% of teams have at least one member that works virtually, and there are over 50 million virtual workers worldwide. So what does this mean? This means that the old way of keeping people up to date on what you've accomplished no longer works. So you used to be able to put everyone into a room, sit around for about 5 minutes and say, hey, I got this done, I got that done, good, you're on your way. Unfortunately, with teams spread out over different buildings, different cities, different time zones, or even around the world, this method is no longer feasible. So we need to look at how we can evolve task tracking. So the first evolution of this was to bring it online for a digital solution with a product like Basecamp that manages a to-do list. So you create an item that you have to do, and when you finish it, you check it off, and it tracks it for you. The problem with this method, though, is that to-do list items can often be days long, involve multiple people, or you have to follow every single step along the way. So what do? You end up creating to-do lists inside of to-do lists inside of to-do lists in order to track everything that you need to get done. So this is an intensely manual process and is a huge time sink during your day. So people looked at this and evolved it again with a full-scale project management solution like Pivotal Tracker. Pivotal Tracker allows you to track bugs and features the entire way along a development cycle. So this is great, but it's extremely complicated to use and ridiculously time-consuming. In fact, a lot of people who use it say it almost feels like a second job just to keep their team informed. And who wants that? So again, we see another evolution to a product called I Done This. And they look to move it away from manual entry that takes all day into an email that asks you at the end of the day, hey, what'd you get done? Of course, the problem with this is that who wants to answer an email at the end of every day? Type out everything you did, and if you're like me, who can't even remember what he had for breakfast, how can you expect me to remember every single thing I did throughout the day? So a lot of what I did gets left on the cutting room floor. And that's where we are right now. In order to track tasks for your team, you have to rely on a process that's either non-inclusive, manual, takes a ton of time, or is missing information. So we need to evolve once again. And that's where our product comes in. DidLog is the final evolution in task tracking. And it's a dramatic step forward because DidLog automatically tracks what you accomplish during the day. All you have to do is connect the APIs to the software you already use every day, such as GitHub, Google Calendar, Trello, or Dropbox. Then, once that's connected, we pull all the things you accomplish automatically onto a timeline that's easy to use and easy to see. You can then share that timeline with your team. So now your team is constantly in sync and up to date on what everyone is accomplishing. From there, you can also sort the timeline. So you can just have one person pop up, which is great for project managers who need to see what someone's been working on over the course of a month. Or great for developers who might have to jump onto a new project and wonder what their latest partner was doing. The best part is that each log contains a link to the source material of what the activity was. So if you see that your developer signed in a new piece of code, you can see exactly what changes he made. Or if your marketing director made an edit in Google Docs for your copy on your website, you can see what that is. Or let's say you're curious who sat in on that sales meeting this morning. Again, you can see that all right there. And that is why this is such a dramatic leap forward. It's full team sharing, fully automatic, it takes literally no time throughout your day, and it captures every single thing you do on a cloud-based platform. So how do we get this into the hands of people? Well, DidLog is designed to share and built to be viral. The more people on your team who use DidLog, the more effective it is as a product. So we're confident that if we go to events, meetups, groups, everything, and just get one person in a company to try this product and they see how easy it is to track everything automatically, that we're going to see the rest of that company jump on board. Because if you ask almost anyone who works for a tech company what one of their least favorite thing is, I guarantee that at least in the top 3 will be task tracking. It's a big problem. We're going to be selling this as a freemium model. So we'll have the ability to add paid features on top of the initial free product, such as charging for additional users, specific APIs built for companies, or even private hosting. This model works perfectly because all of the things that we're already tying into DidLog use this model. So our users are going to be comfortable and already know how it works. The best part about our business model, though, is when you look at the retention rates. Because once people start tracking what they do automatically, it's almost impossible for them to go back to doing it the old way. Our team has been working together over the last 2.5 years to build a company called Babel Media. Over this time, we've built 15 tech products and over 30 brands for company, and we'll do over $150,000 in revenue this year. However, during this period of building all these other products for people, we recognized what a massive problem task tracking was. And now we're searching to fix that problem. Rob is our developer. He's building the site in Python, and he's worked on a massive range of products from multi-million-dollar nonprofit sites to small e-commerce sites. Andrew Wozniak is our developer. He has a fine eye for detail and has built the UI and the brand identity from scratch. So we got this idea about 3 months ago and started working on it by validating the idea. We reached out to hundreds of developers, tech people, and project managers and said, hey guys, do you have a problem with task tracking? And we got a resounding yes from nearly everyone we talked to. So we went ahead and built a product. Sorry, a little sick. We built a product that tracked individual use. And we had that sent out to about 30 beta users. Unfortunately, what we learned, or fortunately for us, is that it's all about the team. We needed to include a way to integrate your team. So we scrapped that product and went back for a full redesign. And we relaunched that product last night. Yes. So what do we need now? We need to focus on getting as many users as we can on this product. And to do this, we are raising a seed fund round in order to accelerate growth as rapidly as possible. Not only that, but we want to add a whole new range of APIs. Because the more APIs we plug into, the more valuable it is for your team, and the more people working for you that can use this product. We also want to expose our own API so that virtually any cloud-based service can be plugged into this if you have the talent to do it. Finally, with the amount of data we pull, which is essentially everything that everyone on your team is doing, this can lead to a huge step forward in analytics of how your company works. So we would love to build out a platform to track these analytics. Now, I understand that all of you out there aren't investors and probably don't have the money to give. So what I want to ask you to do is think about how much you hate tracking what you get done every day. And if you do hate it as much as I hate it, I would love for you to go to didlog.com and give it a try and see how amazing life is when everything you track is automatic. Thank you.